Uber, one of the most popular rideshare apps, has made traveling more convenient than ever, but with this convenience comes the need for proper etiquette. You see, every Uber ride is a shared space, a temporary partnership between rider and driver, where mutual respect and understanding are key to ensuring a smooth journey. While Uber provides a set of community guidelines to help foster this positive environment, there's a whole layer of unspoken rules that can elevate your experience from simply satisfactory to genuinely pleasant. Interestingly, much of these guidelines tend to be on the drivers, how they should behave, how they should treat riders. But what about the riders themselves? There's less attention given to the etiquette that passengers should follow, even though it's just as important. That's why in this video we're shining a light on the rider's role in this equation, providing you with a comprehensive guide to Uber etiquette that goes beyond the basics. We'll walk you through what to do before, during, and after your ride to ensure you're not just another passenger, but the kind of rider every Uber driver wishes they could pick up. Before we jump in, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tips that can transform your rideshare experience into something extraordinary. Being prepared before your ride. When you think of Uber etiquette, what likely comes to mind is how you behave once you're in the car. But the truth is, your interaction with the driver begins the moment they accept your ride request. This is why it's crucial to be prepared even before you step into the vehicle. By being mindful of a few key points, you can make your Uber driver's job easier and your ride more enjoyable. Requesting your ride? Once your Uber driver accepts the ride and starts heading your way, you'll notice their estimated arrival time displayed on the app's map. This is your cue to get ready. Ideally, you should be waiting at the designated pickup spot when the driver arrives. Remember, Uber drivers are independent contractors. They're paid for the time spent driving you, not for the time spent waiting. Making your driver wait can eat into their earnings, which is why Uber's fare structure includes a waiting fee if you take too long. To avoid delays and potential extra charges, keep an eye on the driver's location and time your arrival at the pickup point accordingly. Think of it this way: the quicker you meet your driver, the smoother the entire process will be for both of you. Choosing the right pickup location. Timing isn't the only thing to consider. The location you choose for pickup is just as important. Uber allows you to pinpoint exactly where you want your driver to meet you, so take advantage of this feature. Don't rely solely on street addresses, as drivers might not be familiar with every nook and cranny of your area. Instead, choose a location that's easy to find, well-lit, and safe for both you and the driver. Avoid requesting pickups in places where parking is difficult or illegal. Not only could this lead to fines for your driver, but it also adds unnecessary stress to their job. If possible, opt for a spot where your driver can pull over safely without blocking traffic. By being mindful of your pickup location, you're already setting the stage for a hassle-free ride. Uber etiquette during the ride. Now that you've met your driver and are ready to start your journey, the ride itself becomes the focal point. How you behave during this part of the trip can make or break the experience for both you and your driver. Here are some essential tips to ensure your ride is as smooth and pleasant as possible. Getting in? First impressions matter, and this is no different with Uber rides. Before you even approach the car, double-check the ride details in your Uber app. The app will show you the driver's photo, the car's make and model, and the license plate number. Confirm that these details match what you see before getting in. This is a simple yet effective way to ensure your safety. Once you're sure it's your ride, approach the car with a friendly smile and a quick greeting. It's a small gesture, but it sets a positive tone for the journey. And as you get in, be mindful of how you close the car door. Avoid slamming it shut. Not only is slamming the door rude, but it could also damage the vehicle, leading to costly repairs for the driver. Using the trunk? If you're carrying luggage, groceries, or other bulky items, it's perfectly acceptable to use the car's trunk. However, it's courteous to ask the driver before placing your belongings there. Most drivers will be more than willing to help you load your items into the trunk, but asking first shows respect and consideration. Seat selection and safety. When it comes to choosing a seat, Uber doesn't have strict rules. However, for your comfort and safety, it's generally recommended to sit in the back seat, preferably behind the passenger seat. This position offers easy access to both doors and allows for comfortable conversation with the driver while maintaining personal space. If you're traveling with a companion, it's okay to sit behind the driver, but avoid sitting in the middle seat unless necessary. Sitting in the middle can obstruct the driver's view through the rear view mirror, which could be distracting or even dangerous. No matter where you sit, always remember to fasten your seatbelt. It's a simple step that can save lives. Interaction with the driver. Uber drivers come from all walks of life, and just like passengers, they have different preferences when it comes to conversation. Some drivers enjoy chatting with their passengers, while others prefer to focus on the road in silence. If you're not in the mood for a conversation, or if you sense that your driver prefers a quiet ride, respect their preference. In some locations, Uber has introduced a quiet mode feature that allows you to indicate your preferred level of interaction. Whether you choose to chat or keep to yourself, always be respectful of your driver's space and comfort. Using in-ride features. Uber offers several in-app features that allow you to customize your ride experience, such as adding stops or changing the route. While these features are convenient, it's important to use them considerately. For example, if you notice a quicker route or need to change your destination, politely inform the driver before making any changes in the app. If you need to add a stop, let the driver know in advance and ensure it won't cause a significant delay. Remember, drivers often have back-to-back rides scheduled, so major detours can disrupt their day. If a substantial route change is necessary, consider ending the current ride and booking a new one. Music and temperature. In the early days of Uber, it wasn't uncommon for passengers to play their own music on the car's speakers. However, music tastes are personal, and what you enjoy might not be to the driver's liking. If you'd like to adjust the music or the temperature in the car, always ask the driver first. A simple, polite request can go a long way in maintaining a positive atmosphere during the ride. Eating and drinking? While it's generally best to avoid eating or drinking in the car, there may be times when it's necessary. If you find yourself in this situation, ask the driver for permission before digging in. Be extra cautious not to spill anything, and always clean up after yourself before exiting the vehicle. A clean car is a happy car, and your driver will appreciate the effort you make to keep it that way. Giving directions and feedback. Most Uber drivers rely on GPS for navigation, but if you're familiar with the area, you might want to offer directions. When doing so, remember that your input should be helpful, not overbearing. Offer directions as suggestions rather than commands, and respect the driver's judgment if they choose to follow the GPS instead. If you feel the need to provide feedback on the driver's route or driving style, do so politely and constructively. A tense or critical atmosphere can make the ride uncomfortable for both of you, so aim to keep the conversation light and positive. Uber etiquette related to tipping and rating. Tipping is not mandatory on Uber rides, but it's a great way to show appreciation for good service. A fair tip can make a big difference in a driver's day, especially considering the costs they bear, such as gas and vehicle maintenance. When deciding how much to tip, consider the length and quality of the ride. A tip of 10 to 15% of the fare is usually appropriate, but you can go higher for exceptional service. And remember, even a small tip on a short ride can be a meaningful gesture. After your ride, you'll have the opportunity to rate your driver. The rating system is there to help maintain high standards, so it's important to be fair. Reserve lower ratings for situations where the service truly fell short, such as rudeness, unsafe driving, or an unclean vehicle. If the ride was smooth and pleasant, a 5-star rating is a simple way to show your satisfaction. Uber etiquette for ending your ride. As your ride comes to an end, there are a few final steps you can take to leave a positive impression. Before exiting the vehicle, double-check to make sure you have all your belongings. Losing something in an Uber can be a hassle to retrieve, so it's worth taking a moment to do a quick check. When you exit the car, always do so on the curbside for safety. This not only protects you from passing traffic but also keeps the driver's car out of harm's way. And don't forget to thank the driver before you leave. A simple thank you goes a long way in acknowledging their service. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more practical advice on ride sharing and beyond. And remember, the next time you book an Uber, you'll know exactly how to make the ride smooth, pleasant, and stress-free. Thanks for watching, and happy riding!